Yeah, grab your coffee or grab your glitch energy using code JMeyels, get your 20% discount because man, oh man, you're going to need it today. My gosh, the drama is crazy. This one's one of those videos where you got to sit back, you got to listen and just enjoy the drama if it's your cup of tea. As a dedicated Apex Legends reporter, we talk about everything going on in the Apex scene, and I just will say I did not expect to see this one. So Crowrindo, Apex Legends content creator, also more known as a leaker who's not leaking anymore, decided to go on a crazy spree of exposing people that are also Apex content creators, like HyperMist, another leaker, big time leaker by the way, who's now lost thousands of followers since all this stuff came out. Then Oz is also a guy who's been leaking for quite some time, and a lot of people are disappointed because these guys had some of the best leaks of all time. I mean, we relied very heavily on some of these people for talking points. Well, Crowrindo came out to say, if you're going to follow an Apex creator, you need to know who they are. Here's the truth about HyperMist. Oh man, here we go. So firstly, he says he's a sexist towards women. He is racist, uses the N-word in his Discord server where he's got more racist people in it, calls people to unlive themselves, thinks he's allowed to use the R-word, used slurs against me multiple times even though I never used them for him. Crowrindo then proceeded to show this picture, and I'm trying to be careful to make sure this video doesn't get demonetized. So I'm trying to word things properly and then also be careful of what's out there. My editor will blur it enough to where you can tell what's being said, but maybe not the full thing so that you're not confused as to what's being said. Then Crowrindo also had said he keeps calling people slurs, so if you check Oz's server, they're all public. Then he goes on to say he thinks that making fun of sexual abuse is okay and funny, with this picture to go along with it. Then Crow followed it up to say he also called me and others to unlive themselves multiple times, and when we called him out on this, he said he's allowed to use it and won't be canceled because he's already made it public before. Now, according to Crowrindo, he may also have multiple copyright strikes on his channel and would be about to lose it. He also got hardware ID banned a couple of months ago for using injection tools, he says, and also he asked a dev to get looked into it and it basically got rejected. I do remember that part. I think he and Oz both got banned and we didn't really know what was going on at the time, and then many people came out to say that they were actually using cheats or something to get a lot of this data mining going on, whatever the case may be. Then he said in that time he was also asking my and other data miners for help. Then he started using cheat tools and ended up once again losing a lot of accounts, and he still makes new accounts every day. Once he started getting help from other cheaters, he started talking crap behind us because he didn't need our help anymore. This is what you get for helping people, I guess. I mean, this is like some Avengers Civil War stuff, man. This is leaker Civil War. So a lot of people were very frustrated, of course, with HyperMist, and if you take a look at his account, he had lost over 3,000 followers in just a matter of a day. Many people, though, in the comments of Crowrindo were like, why would you hold on to this? Why would this be something you sat on for so long if you knew about it? And, you know, why not just go ahead and talk about it? This seems more like a blackmail. Content creators Ireek of Awesome and Scrappy said, for the record, I have a problem with this DM being sat on for so long before anything was said. Like Scrappy said, if you're offended by this kind of stuff, those people shouldn't have access to you. Then Scrappy said he did not find it morally reprehensible enough until these people no longer served him a purpose. He already admitted he was aware of these things for quite some time now. Okay, so why did they still have access to your life and why bring it up now? He claims he was just tired of them, but there's no point in bringing it up now unless it's just to spite them. Either bring it up when it happens or cut them out of your life. Well, Alpha Intel said the lore of Apex leakers over the years could be a very good book. Then he said, well, wait till you see what I'm going to share tonight. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's not all. This is literally like soap opera type Keemstar crap. Man, this goes crazy. Crowrindo then said, time for Apex leaker lore part 2. Now it's Oz's turn. Oz apparently has behaviors that are a lot more deep. He's a thief, stole other people's money and scammed them. He's a racist, worse than HyperMist, he says, and still says he isn't. He's heavily homophobic, shows deep hate towards trans people and others, obsessed with jokes related to sexual abuse, and well, here goes the screenshots once again. Apparently on some interesting website that I'm not really familiar with, he's rated as a scammer and to not do business with him at all because he has suspicious activity on his account and is now suspended. Then also you could see a lot of screenshots that come out amongst most of what he was saying here. And then he follows it up saying he uses harsh slur towards people, and no wonder he got banned on Apex. The way he talks makes me feel like he loves being racist. And just take a look at some of these clips. I mean, it is obvious that these guys literally just said, I don't want a career. I just would rather blow it up. I mean, dude, you have to know that this stuff is eventually going to get posted. Like, you have to know that eventually it's going to catch up to you. Crowdrindo also said this community needs to know their creators. He is a leaker with zero moral towards devs, even his own sources. He's not a data miner, and he also gets fed content by other people. Makes him easy target for false info, which he gave in the past. Well, that's kind of me too. I kind of rely on a lot of these people, to be honest. He said, if you want to follow them for the leaks, no one will blame you. You are here for the leaks and not for them. I just want you to know who these people are that you're following. So Alpha Intel also responded and said, isn't this the leaker that said Lifeline was going to be pregnant with Octane's baby and that the baby was Conduit? Of course, that was a crazy claim to make at the time. And then once again, Scrappy here in the comments saying, do they owe you money? Why sit on this stuff for 2 years without even saying anything? Now, to add to this lore story, Danny on PC had actually taken all of these links, taken all of this whole exposure stuff. By the way, that post got like 3,000 likes. HyperMist had lost over like 3,000 followers. People were freaking out. They were going crazy. Some of the stuff got shared over on Reddit, in which Danny on PC got banned for sharing it. Then afterwards, Danny tried to appeal it and give the context as to what was going on, and they denied his appeal. So the guy's just like permanently banned on Reddit, I guess, for sharing the information that was already shared on Twitter and was basically just relaying it. Same way I'm probably going to get banned from YouTube and demonetized if you don't help me by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, thank you. So also got to make mention of this. That wasn't the only outcry inside of the community yesterday. Respawn came out with their own update, and it's something that we have been complaining about for a while, and the fans were just ripping them apart in the comments, saying, we heard your feedback about ranked rewards making both splits worthwhile investment in your time in Apex. Well, yeah, no duh. Who wants to go play split 1, try to get Apex Predator just for it to not matter whatsoever because you only get ranked rewards based on the end of the season? Like, yeah, of course we want that. So starting in season 21, we're returning to how rewards were previously granted, and you'll be receiving an animated badge if you match your rank for both splits. For example, if you're gold in split 1 and gold in split 2, you get an animated gold badge and other gold rewards. So we're looking forward to hearing your continued feedback, blah, 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 blah. Well, these comments went crazy. Like, Deed's like, yo, I still want my rewards for split 1 last season. These people were grinding just to get no incentive whatsoever. Then on top of that, people are commenting like, look, how are you going to post this stuff when we're infested with cheaters right now? G-Dolphin saying, that's cool, whatever, but I wish lobbies weren't literally 30% cheaters. Comments are saying 30% is quite generous. It's even more than that. It's 2024. We've been asking for visual clutter to be changed since 2021. Honestly, he must be new to Apex because that's not true. It's literally been 2019 we've been asking for that to be changed. Naughty also saying this is definitely nice, and I really just hope that the cheater situation is addressed soon because ranked in Diamond Plus lobbies is unplayable. I'm sending around 5 personal reports a day, sometimes more. I love the game so much, and I hope there's a better way to find to make this stuff have less cheaters. And yeah, it's true. Not to take away that the change they're making obviously is something we want, but like, how are you going to post this in the middle of an absolute downpour of cheaters right now and just act like it's not going on? It's a big problem we have in the community right now, and man, it just seems like the sky is falling, the world's on fire. What's that GIF editor? Could you put it with the dog sitting on the chair? I've never watched the show, but the whole place is on fire and he's just like, everything's fine, it's freaking. I mean, that's literally what's going on right now. Everything is just going crazy. Let me know your thoughts down below, and until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.